The ball slammed against the backboard with a crack that echoed through the empty evening like a gunshot in my chest. Sweat stung my eyes as I leaped again, fingers brushing leather, but missing the net by inches. Another failure in a day stacked with them. That's when I heard the gate creak open, soft footsteps on gravel, and a voice like honey over gravel. "Mind if I join? Looks like you could use a spotter." I landed hard, heart pounding not just from the dribble but from the sight of her, Jordan, the new neighbor who'd moved in next door 3 weeks ago, her auburn waves catching the last rays of a Seattle summer sun. She was 28 to my 25, with eyes that held stories I hadn't earned yet, and in that moment, as she set down her watering can and picked up the rebound, I felt the world tilt, like the rim itself was whispering secrets only we could hear. We played until the streetlights flickered on, her laugh cutting through my defenses like a perfect swish. By the time we collapsed against the chain-link fence, breathless and grinning, I knew this wasn't just a game. It was the start of something that would unravel me, rebuild me, and leave me smiling through tears I never saw coming. The next morning, I woke to the scent of rain-soaked evergreens drifting through my cracked window, the kind of Pacific Northwest drizzle that turns everything soft and secretive. My name's Alex Rivera, and at 25, I'd built a life in this quiet suburb of Capitol Hill that felt more like a holding pattern than a home. Dad had passed 2 years back from the cancer that ate him from the inside out, leaving Mom to rattle around our old craftsman house alone, her grief manifesting in endless casseroles and unsolicited advice about finding a nice boy to settle down with. I loved her for it, but God, it chafed. I'd come out to her at 18, a fumbling confession over lukewarm tacos, and while she hugged me tight and said she loved me no matter what, the questions lingered in her eyes, like why I hadn't brought anyone home since. Work kept me numb. Graphic design for a tech startup downtown, pixels and deadlines blurring into nights of takeout and true crime podcasts. Basketball was my therapy. The backyard hoop a relic from Dad's coaching days, scarred from years of frustrated slams. That's where Jordan found me that first evening, and damn if it didn't feel like fate lobbing me a curveball. I spotted her through the kitchen window that afternoon, tending her garden with a focus that made my coffee go cold. She was renting the bungalow next door, a place that had sat empty since the old widow passed. Her U-Haul had pulled up on a Tuesday, boxes labeled in neat Sharpie. Books, plants, breakables. I'd waved from my porch. She waved back with a smile that hooked something deep in my gut. Now, 2 days later, she was weeding roses like they held the answers to life's big questions. Emboldened by our hoop session, I grabbed a spare ball and wandered over. "Hey, neighbor. Thirsty work?" She straightened, brushing dirt from her jeans, her sundress swapped for overalls that hugged her curves in a way that made my throat dry. "Alex, right?" "Yeah. These thorns are vicious. Wanna help?" "I promise not to judge your pruning skills." We knelt side by side, soil cool under my knees, her shoulder brushing mine as she pointed out the deadheads. Conversation flowed easy. Her job as a high school English teacher in Bellevue, my endless battles with Adobe Illustrator. She was from Portland originally, escaped a bad breakup with a guy who'd loved her like a brother, her words laced with a wry twist that made me chuckle. "Turns out, that's not the kind of love I was after," she said, snipping a bloom with finality. I nodded, clipping too hard and sending petals scattering. "Yeah. Been there." Or, "Not quite." My ex was more storm out and ghost than gentle letdown. Her eyes met mine, green flecked with gold, holding steady. "Sounds painful. But hey, pain's just the fertilizer for better things, right?" By dusk, we transplanted half her bed, hands filthy and hearts a little lighter. She invited me in for iced tea, her kitchen a chaos of unpacked crates and fresh basil on the windowsill. We sat on mismatched stools, knees touching under the counter, and talked until the tea went watery. "You know," she said, tracing the condensation on her glass, "that game the other night? Best rebound of my week." I swallowed, pulse racing. "Mine too. Feels like I don't know, like I've been dribbling in the dark. She reached across, her fingers warm on mine. Then let's light it up. That touch lingered as I walked home, the rain picking up, soaking through my shirt. Mom was in the living room, folding laundry with the TV murmuring some cop show. "Good day, Mija?" she asked, not looking up.
Yeah.
Met the new neighbor properly.
She's
Nice. Mom's eyes sharpened over her glasses. Nice how? I hesitated, then shrugged. Just nice, Mom. She hummed, unconvinced, but let it drop. Upstairs, I lay on my bed, staring at the ceiling fan's lazy spin, replaying Jordan's laugh, the way her hair smelled like lavender and earth. It scared me, how fast it felt real. But God, it felt good. The weekend blurred into a rhythm. Morning runs where we'd cross paths at the park, her ponytail swinging as she matched my pace. Afternoons shooting hoops, her form improving with each arc, my pointers turning flirty. One evening, after a particularly brutal crossover that left me sprawled in the grass, she helped me up, her hand lingering on my waist. "You're ruthless, Rivera." Only for the win. I shot back, but my voice cracked, and she pulled me closer, our breaths mingling. The kiss happened then, under the sodium glow of the street lamp, tentative at first, lips brushing like a question. Then deeper, her hands framing my face, mine tangling in her hair. It tasted like possibility, like the rain we'd danced in earlier, sweet and urgent. When we broke apart, foreheads pressed, she whispered, "I've wanted that since the gate creaked." "Me too," I admitted, heart hammering.
But
"Slow, okay? I've got baggage." She nodded, thumb stroking my cheek. "We've all got suitcases, Alex. We'll unpack together." Dating Jordan was like stepping into sunlight after years in fog. We explored Seattle like tourists in our own city. Pike Place for salmon tosses and stolen kisses behind the fish stands, ferry rides to Bainbridge, her head on my shoulder as the sound churned below. She quoted poetry at odd moments, Walt Whitman on the Body Electric, and I'd tease her about it, but secretly, it stirred something poetic in me too. Mom noticed, of course. "That Jordan girl," she said one dinner, poking at her enchiladas. "She's over a lot." "Friend or?" I set down my fork, stomach twisting. "More than friend, Mom. I like her. A lot." Silence stretched, then she sighed, reaching for my hand. "As long as she treats you right, Mija. Your father. He'd want you happy." Tears pricked my eyes. "He would." She nodded, voice thick. "He knew, you know."
about you.
"Said you were brave."
I hadn't known that.
It cracked something open in me, a wound-eyed bandaged, too tight. But bliss has a way of teetering. 2 months in, Jordan got quiet during our movie nights, staring at the screen like it held bad news. "Everything okay?" I asked one night, pausing the rom-com we'd both mocked. She shifted on the couch, pulling her knees up. "Work stuff. Parent-teacher conferences. One dad. He cornered me after, ranting about agenda in the curriculum. Said if I was pushing that lifestyle on his kid. My blood ran cold.
What?
You're amazing with those students." "I know, but it hit close. My ex she left because her family found out. Called me poison." Her voice broke, and she buried her face in her hands. I pulled her into me, holding tight as she shook. "You're not poison, Jordan.
You're
everything." That night, we made love for the first time, slow and reverent in her bed, sheets tangled like our fears. Her skin was silk under my palms, her gasps a symphony that drowned out the doubts. Afterward, curled against her, I traced the freckles on her shoulder. "We're stronger than them." She kissed my temple. Damn right. Fall crept in with crimson leaves and chill winds, our routines deepening. I met her friends at a trivia night in Fremont, queer folks mostly, welcoming me with hugs and bad puns. She met mine, a ragtag crew from college, over beers at the Alibi Room. Life felt solid, like the backboard after a clean shot. Then the call came, late October, rain lashing the windows like accusations. Jordan's voice was a whisper. Alex?
I need you.
I was there in minutes, her door ajar, the living room a mess of shattered glass from a thrown vase. She sat on the floor, phone clutched like a lifeline. My sister, she choked out. She saw us at the market. Told Mom.
There.
Disowning me. I knelt, gathering her close. What do they want? Nothing. Everything. Dad said I'm no daughter of his if I choose this. Tears streamed down her face, hot against my neck. Rage boiled in me, but I swallowed it, rocking her gently. They don't get to choose your worth. You are enough. We are enough. She clung tighter, sobs racking her. We stayed like that till dawn, the storm outside mirroring the one within. By morning, she texted them goodbye, a single word that felt like freedom and fracture. The weeks after were a tightrope. Jordan threw herself into lesson plans, coming home exhausted, her smiles brittle. I'd surprise her with takeout from her favorite faux spot, or drag her to the court for midnight hoops under the moon. Remember the first shot? I'd say, passing the ball. You missed, but you tried. She'd laugh, faint but real. And you caught me. One night, after a particularly rough parent email, she snapped. Why does it have to be so hard? Why can't love just
be?
We were in my kitchen, Mom asleep upstairs, the clock ticking like a bomb. I reached for her, but she pulled away. Maybe it's not worth it. The pain, the looks. Don't, I said, voice sharp. Don't you dare. This, us, it's the best thing I've ever had. Her eyes flashed. Easy for you to say. Your mom's trying. Mine? She's praying for my soul. The words hung, venomous. I stepped back, hurt slicing deep. So what? We quit? Because it's messy? She grabbed her coat, door slamming behind her. The echo reverberated, leaving me hollow. I didn't sleep. Paced the porch till 3 a.m., rain mixing with tears. Mom found me at breakfast, red-eyed over cereal. Fight. Yeah. I stirred, flakes sogging. She sat, hand on mine. Love's not hoops, Alex. You miss, you adjust form, but you shoot again. Her words stuck, a quiet wisdom. By noon, I was at Jordan's door, knuckles white. She opened, puffy-faced, hair a mess. Go away.
No.
I pushed in, closing the door. I love you. Messy, painful, all of it. But I choose you. Every time. She deflated, sliding down the wall. I joined her, pulling her into my lap. I'm sorry, she murmured. Scared I'll lose you too. You won't. I kissed her forehead, then lips, soft and promising. We're in this. Full court. She nodded, a spark returning. Full court. Winter hit hard, snow blanketing the neighborhood in hush. We rebuilt, stronger. Therapy sessions for her, where she unpacked the ex's ghost. Couples walks where I'd share Dad's stories, his quiet acceptance a balm. Christmas Eve, Mom invited her over. Awkward at first with eggnog and lights, but by midnight, they were laughing over old photos, Mom calling her me Nina. New Year's. We rang in on the court. Ball dropped at midnight. Our kiss fireworks enough. To us, Jordan toasted with hot cocoa. To smiles that stick, I replied. Spring thawed the ice, and with it, growth. Jordan's garden bloomed riotous, roses climbing the fence between us. A bridge, not a barrier. I designed her a book cover for a poetry chapbook she was self-publishing, Rebounds, about love's second chances. One May afternoon, as petals rained down, she found me shooting hoops, the ball swishing clean. Hey, Ace. I turned, grinning. Your turn. She took the shot, perfect arc, net sighing. Then she dropped to one knee, not with a ring but a simple key on a chain, to her place, our place. Move in? Make this official? Tears blurred my vision, joy sharp as a steel.
Yes. God, yes.
We tangled in celebration, the world fading to just us, sweat and whispers, promises etched in every touch. Years later, married in a backyard ceremony under that same hoop, Mom toasting with tears, I still shoot alone sometimes, ball thumping steady. Jordan watches from the porch, our daughter, adopted, fierce with her mama's aim, cheering from the grass. What happened next? A life of misses and makes, but always that smile, the one that started it all. The key turned in the lock with a click that felt like committing to a layup, exposed, exhilarating. Jordan's bungalow smelled of fresh paint and her lavender soap, our boxes stacked like unsteady promises in the hallway. At 26 now, I'd traded my single bed for shared sheets, my solo routines for her gentle snores and morning coffee rituals. It was terrifying, this merging, but every glance her way grounded me, her green eyes a compass in the chaos. We spent the first week nesting, shelves for her poetry tomes beside my sketch pads, a joint run to IKEA for a desk that doubled as art space and grading station. "This is us," she'd say, hammering a nail crooked, laughing as I fixed it. Mom stopped by with tamales, eyeing the space with maternal appraisal. "Cozy. But if you need space, Mija." "We're good, Mom," I assured, hugging her tight. She'd warmed to Jordan fully now, calling her the one who makes you glow. Work ramped up for both, my startup pitching a big app redesign, her prepping for end-of-year plays. Evenings blurred into late nights, takeout forgotten as we'd collapse on the couch, her head in my lap while I scrolled mood boards. "Read me something?" I'd ask, fingers in her hair. She'd oblige, voice husky from the day. I sing the body electric. The armies of those I love and girth me. Whitman again, always circling back to bodies, to love's raw pulse. It made my skin hum, desire coiling low. One night, after a grueling client call left me frayed, she drew a bath, candles flickering like hesitant stars. "In," she commanded, stripping my shirt with care. The water enveloped us, her back to my chest, sighs mingling with steam. My hands mapped her, collarbone to hip, tracing scars from childhood falls and heartbreaks unseen. "You're my safe harbor," I murmured, lips on her neck. She turned, water sloshing, straddling me with a gaze that undid. "And you're my storm." Our lovemaking was unhurried, waves building to crest, her name a prayer on my tongue. But harmony frays at edges. June brought heat waves, the kind that turned our court into a skillet, and with it, whispers. Jordan's school buzzed, a colleague, Mark, the PE coach, who'd always leered a bit too long, cornered her in the lounge. "Heard you're shacked up now. With a girl. Students talking." She brushed it off to me that night, over salad wilted from the fridge. "Small minds, babe. Ignore." But I saw the flinch, the way she checked her phone twice for phantom texts. "If he bothers you." "He's not." She kissed my worry away, but sleep evaded me, mind spinning defenses. The incident escalated at the faculty picnic, a riverside barbecue where egos grilled hotter than burgers. I tagged along, hand in hers as we mingled, principals droning, teachers tipsy on cheap wine. Mark sidled up, beer in hand, grin oily. "Alex, right?" "Jordan's roommate." Her grip tightened. "Partner," I corrected, voice steel. He chuckled low.
Right.
"Well, kids these days. Just hope it doesn't confuse the team." Jordan's face paled, but she held steady. "My life doesn't confuse anyone who matters." We left early, drive home silent till she exploded. "Why'd you engage?" "Now he'll gossip more." "I was protecting you." I shot back, tires squealing into our drive. "By making it a thing?" "God, Alex, sometimes your fire burns us both." She stormed inside, Dora punctuation. I sat in the car, fists clenched, rain, sudden, Seattle style, pummeling the roof. Protecting. The word mocked me, echoing Dad's last days, how I'd shielded Mom from bills, from truths, till it all collapsed. Inside, she was on the couch, knees up, tears silent. "I'm sorry," I whispered, kneeling. "I hate seeing you hurt." She unfolded, pulling me up. "I know, but we can't fight shadows alone." We talked till midnight, vulnerabilities bared like old wounds. "Mark's just noise," she said finally. "You're my signal." Forgiveness tasted like her lips, urgent and affirming. We made plans, report him if it worsened, lean on allies at school. Strength in tandem. Summer swelled, our first as live-ins a tapestry of small joys. Weekend hikes in the Cascades, her teaching me to bake sourdough that rose like hope, me dragging her to Comic Cons, her delight in my fan sketches pure magic. We adopted Luna, a rescue mutt with one ear floppy, who bounded between us like punctuation in our story. But autumn loomed with its rake of old leaves and older pains. Jordan's family, radio silent since the disownment, surfaced in a letter, forwarded from her old address. She read it aloud, voice trembling. "We've prayed. Come home, alone, and heal this sin." I watched her crumple it, fire in the sink, flames devouring words like absolution denied. "They don't get it," she said, ash swirling down the drain. "Love isn't sin." "No," I agreed, arms around her waist. "It's salvation." Yet doubt seated. She withdrew into grades, I into deadlines, our touches turning obligatory. One night, post-argument over forgotten groceries. "You're always working. And you're always distant." She slept on the couch. I lay awake, Luna's whine at my feet a mirror to my ache. Morning brought coffee and contrition. "I miss us," she admitted, stirring sugar like regret. "Me too." We vowed recommitment. Date nights mandatory, phones off by 8. It worked, sparks reigniting. Halloween, we dressed as Whitman and a muse, her in waistcoat, me in flowing skirt, partying at a queer bar in Capitol Hill. Dances turned dizzying, her hands on my hips acclaim, strangers' cheers a chorus. November's chill brought Thanksgiving, Mom's table expanded. To chosen families, she toasted, including Jordan's friends via video. Laughter flowed freer than wine, pie crust flaking like old skins shed. But December cracked open old fissures. Jordan's birthday, snow-dusted, I planned a surprise. Hot air balloon over the sound at dawn. We ascended, world shrinking below, her gasp my gift.
"This. You."
Up there, wind whispering, she confessed. "Sometimes I dream of them. Forgiving." I squeezed her hand, basket swaying. Dreams change. Or we outgrow them. Descent brought clarity, her kiss fierce. "I choose this. You." Holiday lights twinkled as we decorated Luna batting ornaments. Christmas morning, amid wrapping carnage, I gifted her a custom jersey, Rivera 28, her age, our hoop number. For the team. Tears welled. Best play ever. New Year dawned with resolutions whispered in bed. More adventures, less fears. We volunteered at a youth center, her reading to wide-eyed queer kids, me sketching their dreams. Witnessing her light another's darkness healed something in us both. Spring equinox, we planted a rose bush at the fence's join. Pink for new beginnings. Petals unfurled as our lives did. Promotion for me, a published poem for her. Yet trials temper. May's staff meeting turned ugly. Mark, emboldened by tenure, circulated a petition against divisive teachers. Jordan's name topped it, anonymous notes in her box. "Go back to Portland." She came home shattered, uniform rumpled. "They want me gone." Rage surged. "We'll fight." We did, HR complaints, union rep, letters from parents praising her. The petition fizzled, Mark reprimanded, but scars lingered. Nights, she'd wake gasping, my arms her anchor. "What if I lose everything?" "You won't lose me," I'd vow. kisses tracing terror away. Graduation came triumphant, her seniors hugging fierce. "Thanks for seeing us," one girl whispered, a trans kid, eyes shining. That validated. Summer healed. Road trip to Oregon coast, salt air scouring doubts. Campfires crackled stories, her ex's betrayal, my coming out terror. "We're survivors," she said, toes in sand.
Yes.
And thrivers. Fall semester started steady, our rhythms synced. I freelanced more, home for her debriefs. One evening, post-dinner walk, Luna tugging leash, she stopped under streetlight. "Marry me?" Not a question, a statement, ring box from pocket, simple band glinting. "For real this time?" Joy exploded.
Yes.
Forever yes. Planning world, small ceremony, backyard hoop as Arch invites to mom, friends, her one supportive aunt. Vows exchanged in June sun. In misses and makes, I choose you. Honeymoon in Hawaii, waves lapping like applause. Back home, life layered richer. Luna's puppy sister, Pixie, chaos doubled. Years folded. Our daughter, Mia, adopted at 2, now 5, dribbling mini hoops with glee. Like Mama Alex. Jordan teaches still, out and proud, curriculum blooming inclusive. I run my studio, designs for queer brands. Some nights, shooting hoops alone, ball's thump recalls that creak, the gate, the girl, the smile that endures. Mia's laughter rang like chimes as she chased the ball across the grass, her tiny sneakers kicking up dew. At 29, Jordan and I had woven a tapestry from threads of trial and triumph, our home a haven of crayon walls and dog-eared books. The wedding band on my finger caught the morning light, a quiet reminder of vows that had weathered storms fiercer than Seattle squalls. Workdays blurred, Jordan's classroom alive with Shakespeare sonnets twisted queer, my desk piled with client mocks for a nonprofit app aiding LGBTQ+ youth. Evenings were sacred, dinner debates over Mia's daycare tales, baths with bubbles and bedtime stories where princesses kissed knights or other princesses, no rules bent. But peace's prelude. September's back-to-school buzz carried undercurrents. Jordan mentioned it offhand over pancakes. New admin. From a conservative district. Watching everyone like hawks. I paused, syrup dripping. "You? Specifically?" She shrugged, flipping Mia's plate. "Maybe. But I'm tenured. Solid." Her nonchalance didn't soothe. Memories of Mark, reassigned but not reformed, stung fresh. I doubled security app, checks on her phone, a silent vigil. The first sign was subtle, a parent meeting request, flagged urgent. Jordan returned drained, recounting over wine. Mrs. Hargrove. Her daughters in my AP Lit. Complaining about bias in book choices, fun home, specifically. My jaw tightened. Alison Bechdel's graphic memoir, a staple for its raw honesty. What did you say? Defended it. Literature mirrors lives.
But she
Prayed at me. Said she'd save my soul. Rage simmered, but I pulled her close. You're unbreakable. She melted into me, but tension coiled. Nights sharpened, love-making urgent, as if reclaiming territory. Escalation brewed mid-October, leaves turning fire orange. An email blast to staff, curriculum audit for alignment. Jordan's name starred, her syllabus dissected. Colleagues rallied, whispers in break room, a union email chain, but isolation nipped. Home became bunker. Mia sensed it, clingier, asking why Mommy Jordan looked sad. Just grown-up puzzles, Bean, she'd say, scooping hugs. I stepped up, surprise picnic at Green Lake, blankets and Mia's favorite sandwiches. Ducks quacked approval as we fed crumbs, Jordan's head on my shoulder. Remember our first lakeside talk? About lighting the dark. Yeah. I kissed her temple. We're still that light. But audits dragged into November, Hargrove's petition gaining signatures, online forums buzzing with "Protect Our Kids" rhetoric. Jordan's sleep fractured, circles under eyes like bruises. One blizzard night, power flickering, she broke. Curled on the couch, Luna and Pixie at feet, she whispered, "What if they win? Mia needs stability." I knelt, hands framing her face. "They won't. You're the best damn teacher. And we're a team, Rivera O'Malley unbreakable." Her laugh bubbled, weak but warm. "Our name? Still sounds like a law firm. Or a superpower." We rallied. Lawyer consult, district rep sympathetic. Media sniffed, local queer outlet interviewed her, headline "Teacher Fights for Inclusive Lit." Support surged, letters from alumni, viral posts hashtagging "Books Not Bias." Yet toll mounted. Jordan's birthday, snowbound, we baked cake, Mia smearing frosting like war paint. Candles glowed as she wished aloud. For calm seas. Mine unspoken. For armor enough. December thawed the case. Audit cleared. Petition dismissed as unsubstantiated. Hargrove transferred. Tail between legs. Celebration at our local dive. Friends toasting, Mia dancing on tables to jukebox tunes. But victory bittersweet. Jordan confided in therapy. Hers, ours. The fear lingers. Like, what if next time? Then we fight again, I said, post-session over tea. But you're not alone. Winter waned into Valentine's. Mia's crafts heart stuck everywhere. We escaped for a weekend, B&B in Snoqualmie, hot tub under stars. There, skin to skin, she traced my tattoos, basketball inked on rib, her initials hidden. "You saved me," she murmured. We saved each other. Spring bloomed defiant. Jordan's garden riot, roses reclaiming fence. Mia started t-ball, her swing fierce like mine. I landed a book deal, graphic novel on queer love, inspired by us. Yet shadows stretch. Summer solstice, family reunion on mom's side, abuelas gossiping, tios grilling. Jordan fit seamless, charming with stories, but one aunt pulled me aside. She's lovely, but... Kids? Blood. I bristled. Mia's ours. Blood's overrated. Mom intervened, arm linked. Family's chosen, Humana. Like your heart chose. It diffused but stung. Home. Jordan cried in shower, water masking. Am I enough for Mia? For this life. I joined, soaping her back. More than. You're her world. Fall semester 2.0. Jordan mentored a new queer teacher, paying forward. Mia entered kindergarten, backpack oversized, pride swelling our chests. Halloween redux, superheroes capes flapping. Trick-or-treat hall spilled, sugar highs crashing into stories. Thanksgiving, table fuller. Jordan's aunt visited, olive branch extended. I was wrong, she admitted over pie. Love's the real tradition. Tears flowed, forgiveness a quiet revolution. December's solstice party. Neighbors, lights strung hoop high. Mia performed a poem Jordan taught. Bodies electric, hearts unbound. Cheers erupted, our kiss applause. New Year, court aglow. We dance low, Mia asleep inside. To chapters closing, Jordan toasted. And new pages, I added. Resolutions rooted. Family trips, boundary books for Mia. We hiked Olympics, peaks piercing clouds like affirmations. Valentine's, I proposed renewal. Vows tattooed, her on my wrist, mine on hers. Ink stung sweet. Spring equinox, rosebush fruited hips, red, resilient. Mia picked one, tucking behind Jordan's ear. Pretty like you. Summer scorched. Beach days, sandcastles queer-coated. Road trip east, Yellowstone. Geysers erupting like joy. Fall's harvest. Jordan's chapbook launch. Electric rebounds, sold out. Readings raw, audience wrapped. One night, Post-signing, Mia tucked in. We shot hoops by floodlight. Ball arced, swish. Still got it, she grinned. Always. Pass, shoot, miss, laugh, rebound. Winter's hush brought news. Pregnant donor match. Mia to have sibling. Ultrasounds wonder, kicks like Morse, love codes. Birth in spring. Boy. Elias, eyes green like hers. Hospital haze. Our hands entwined over bundle. Years cascade. Mia coaches Pee-wee. Elias dribbles wobbly. Jordan heads department. Inclusive curriculum model. I illustrate kids' books. Lesbian moms, hoop dreams. Nights, porch swing creaking, her head on shoulder. That creak, she says, best sound ever. Still makes me smile. I reply, kiss ceiling. Elias's cries pierce the dawn like tiny thunderclaps, pulling me from dreams of endless free throws. At 32, fatherhood, no, parenthood to this squirming bundle, had rewritten my rhythms, Jordan's too. Our home thrummed with chaos. Mia's school projects cluttering counters, diapers stacked like defense plays, and somewhere amid it, us. Stolen glances over bottles, exhausted grins at 2 a.m. feedings. Jordan adapted seamless, her teacher's patience a superpower for colic and tantrums. He's got your fire, she teased, rocking him as I brewed coffee strong enough to wake the dead. And your eyes, I'd counter, stealing a kiss salty with sweat. Mom doted, abuela mode full throttle, visits laden with posel and unsolicited swaddling tips. He's perfect, Mija. Like you were. Her pride swelled something in me, a bridge over old chasms. Work flexed, Jordan's school year ramped, virtual meetings with Elias gurgling backdrop. My studio thrived, graphic novel sequel inked, queer families front and center. Fans emailed stories mirroring ours, echoes that humbled. But expansion strained seams. Fall's frenzy hit. Mia's soccer tryouts clashing Jordan's parent nights, my deadline looming like a shot clock. Tempers frayed, snaps over forgotten lunches, sighs at piled laundry. One October Eve, rain lashing, Elias teething feral, Mia homework meltdown, Jordan unloaded. I can't juggle alone, Alex. I froze, sketchpad mid-stroke. I'm trying late nights for this pitch. Trying's not enough. Door slam, her retreat to garden, shears snipping furious. Guilt gnawed. I soothed kids, story for Mia, rocker for Elias, then joined her, mud-soaked roses between.
I'm sorry.
Let's hire help. Nanny shares whatever. She deflated, shears dropping. I miss us. The ease. Embrace under downpour, water washing words. We'll find it again. We did. Vetted a sitter, Mia's after-school art club freeing evenings. Date night rebooted, babysitter in charge, us at jazz club downtown, sax wailing woes away. Her hand in mine, slow dance, still electric. Always. November's chill brought election static, airwaves crackling division. School board races turned ugly. Candidates railing, parental rights, code for censorship. Jordan's district targeted, her lit list in crosshairs again. PTA meeting devolved, shouts over groomers, petitions recirculated. She came home ashen, Elias on hip oblivious. They're voting next month. If they win. Won't happen. I pulled her close, Mia coloring nearby. Communities with you. Rallies formed, queer alliance, allies marching. We canvassed, doorbells dinged with flyers. Books build bridges. Mia drew posters, crayons bold. Love all stories. Election night, TV glow tense. Elias asleep, Mia curled between. Results trickled. Progressives edged, board intact. Cheers erupted neighborhood, fireworks popping, hugs exchanged over fences. Relief flooded, but vigilance lingered. Jordan's winter break poem cycle, bridges unburned, captured it. Verses of resilience, read at open mic to thunderous snaps. December deepened bonds, holiday lights strung hoop to tree, Mia's elf antics, Elias's first snowman, lopsided, loved. Christmas, extended family gathered, Jordan's bringing kin, slow thaw. Toasts to found fires. New Year's Eve, kids down early, we toasted champagne on roof, city sprawl twinkling. To balances, she said, clink. To us holding them. Spring surged, Elias toddling, Mia's goal-scoring glee. We weekend camped, Crater Lake, stars, carpet vast. Tent whispers turned intimate, kids zipped adjacent. Miss these stolen moments. Me too. Dawn hike, her silhouette against rim, heart full. Summer scorched memories, family reunion at Lake House, cousins quizzing Mia on two moms, her shrug pure. Best team ever. Backyard BBQs, neighbors swapping tales, our hoop legend local lore. One eve, old timer clapped my back. Saw you two start. Knew it was keepers. Fall's harvest moon, Jordan promoted assistant principal, inclusive initiatives her banner. Celebration dinner, Mia's speech. Mommy Jordan teaches hearts. Tears proud. Yet cracks spider. October storm, literal, winds howling, mirrored inner. Elias feverish, Mia nightmare plagued, my book tour looming. Jordan, stretched, snapped at pickup delay. You forgot? Again? Car ride home icy. Work emergency. Always emergencies. Parked curb, rain sheeting, she fled inside. I sat, engine ticking cool, shame hot. Dad's voice echoed, his coaching. Team first, always. Inside, apologies over cocoa, kids buffered. I dropped the ball. She softened, hand over mine. We pick up together. Therapy tandem resumed, tools for tilt. Tour postponed, priorities realigned. November gratitude circle. Mia's turkey craft, Elias's coups, our lists long. Health, home, each other. Thanksgiving potluck, community table groaning. Jordan's toast, grateful for fights won, and those worth waging. Winter solstice ritual, bonfire pit, stories shared. Mia's once upon scared, Elias's babbles, future tales. December's hush, holiday cards from students, my novel sequel launch, dedicated to my muses, all 4 paws and 2. New Year, court confetti, resolutions etched paper, burned bright. Resilience rooted deeper. Spring's thaw, family Vaki Portland, Jordan's roots reclaimed, aunt's home welcoming. You've built beautiful, she said, Mia on lap. Summer symphony, beach bonfires, Elias sandcastles, Mia surf lessons, wipes and whoops. Fall foliage tour. Wine country, kids napping backseat, us handlinked. This pace, it's good. Yes. Yet horizon hints hurdles. School year's edge. Budget cuts threaten arts. My donor ties activated, grants greased. One crisis. Mia's bully, whispers weird family. Teacher conference, Jordan's calm coaching. Own your story, Bean. Home roleplay, superhero capes, villains vanquished hugs. Winter's grip, flu season fells us sequential, care chain unbreakable. Elias's first steps, court bound, arms out. To mama, Jordan's capture, photo framed, first rebound. Years layer light, Mia 10, debate team firebrand, Elias 4, hoop height butting. Jordan principles full, reforms ripple district-wide. My studio expands, workshop for young artists, queer voices amplified. Nights, Swing Creek, Elias story hour, Mia homework hum. Jordan's head shoulder. That neighbor knock, worth every hoop. Smiles eternal. I murmur, kiss kindling. Mia's debate triumph echoed in the auditorium, her voice steady as she argued for inclusive narratives in media, eyes flashing Jordan's passion. At 35, our family had outgrown training wheels, Elias kindergarten-bound, wild curls and wonder, Mia tween-sharp, questions probing like lobs. The house, once bungalow-tight, now echoed with independence, bikes in hall, science fairs cluttering fridge. Jordan's principalship bloomed, school a beacon, pride flags subtle but steadfast. They trust me now, she'd say over staff potlucks, home with tales of turned tides. My workshop hummed, Saturday sessions for queer youth, pencils flying stories untold. One girl, echoing young me, sketched first kiss, tentative lines, bold heart. Life's ledger balanced joys against jabs. Spring's workshop grant teetered, funder balked at niche, code for us. Pitch meeting downtown, suit crisp I countered. Niche is universal. Love's language, all dialects. They folded, check signed. Home, Jordan hooped, Elias high-fiving. Mama Alex wins. Summer's canvas sprawled, cross-country drive, Route 66 echoes, Grand Canyon awe, Mia's journal poetic, Elias's big hole, pure. Detours tested, flat tire in desert dusk, AAA lag, kids cranky. Jordan's playlist, indie folk, soothes, her hand gear shift mine. Adventures, right? Always. Falls fervor, school open house, parents mingling wary to warm. One dad, post talk, my son's trans. Thanks for the safe space. Jordan's nod gracious, later tears private, making difference. Yet undercurrents churn. November's midterms stirred national nerves, anti-LGBTQ bills snaking states. Local ripple, proposition to review school policies, whispers of bathrooms, books. PDA polarized, Jordan navigating tightrope. Home briefings tense, neutral, but firm. I rallied network, op-eds, petitions. Mia, ear-tuned, asked, will they take our books?
No, Bean.
Words are weapons we wield. Election eve vigil, family fort blankets, popcorn politics. Results hold, prop fails. Relief collective sigh. December's depth, holiday lights labyrinth, Elias's elf mischief, Mia's gift wrap precision. Jordan's poem reading, community center packed, verses on policy heartbeats. New Year's dawn hike, dawn patrol peak, resolutions breathe fog, equity everywhere. Winter's weave, snow days sledding, hot cocoa councils. My novel trilogy caps, book tour coasts, Jordan tag teaming kid duty. One stop, SF Pride bookstore, Q&A raw, fan shares coming out isolation. Your story gave words. Tears prick. Backstage, Jordan's text, proud. Home waits. Spring surge, workshop expands, satellite sites. Jordan's district conference keynote, from hoops to hearts, building inclusive arenas. Standing ovation, her glow home-lit. Yet pivot points pinch. Summer's family camp, Olympics again, canoes tippy. Elias seasick, Mia teensullen. Evening fire, Jordan story circle. Tough days forge. Nods, marshmallows melt. Fall's flux, Mia's first crush, girl from debate, shy notes past. How'd you know, Mom? Jordan's counsel gentle. Heart whispers. Listen. My eavesdrop pride swells. Crisis crests October. Workshop vandalized. Windows smashed. Slurs spray-painted deviants out. Police tape flutters. My gut punch. Jordan arrives. Arms steel. We'll rebuild brighter. Community converges. Cleanup crews. Murals painted over hate. Rainbows. Fists raised. Mia sketches Phoenix. Elias colors fierce. Launch party rebirth. From ashes art. National buzz, donors double. November gratitude. Expanded table. Stories scar to strength. Thanksgiving trek. Portland roots. Jordan's kin fuller. Cousins curious. Aunts embrace tight. You've taught forgiveness. Winter wonder. Holiday train ride. Lights blur joyful. Elias's magic. Mia's eye roll fond. December's dream. Family photo. Hoop backdrop. Smiles stacked. New Year. Ball drop homestyle. Confetti kids toss. Kiss clocks midnight. Resolutions root. Resilience rituals. Monthly check-ins. Spring's bloom. Workshop anniversary. Youth showcase. Skits. Slams soul-bearing. Jordan's promo district-wide. Equity envoy. Summer saga. Europe hop. Paris crepes. Rome ruins. Kids culture-shocked delight. Us handholds eternal. Fall's flourish. Mia's homecoming dance. Suit sharp. Dates corsage blush. Nervous. Excited. Door wave. Heart tug. Elias's school play. Tree roll. Branches proud. Winter's warmth. Cabin getaway. Snowshoe treks. Story stargazed. Year's yield. Mia 16. Licensed learner. Shotgun rides white-knuckled. Jordan's co-pilot calm. Breathe like free throws. Elias 10. Science fair volcano eruptive win. My imprint grows. Graphic memoir collab with Jordan. Hoop hearts. Nights post-bedtime. Porch pour. Wine warms Herline. That gate creak. Symphony start. Smiles crescendo. I toast. Lips meet melody. Mia's driver's ed parallel park nailed on third try. Her whoop vibrating the dash like a buzzer beater. At 38, Jordan and I parented from the wings now. Mia 18 soon. College apps looming. Elias 13. Growth spurts and guitar strums. The house, our anchor. Bore marks of time. Scuff marks from indoor hoops. Fridge gallery evolving from stick figures to abstracts. Jordan's district role expanded. Consultant circuit. Workshops on trauma-informed inclusion. She'd return energized. Suitcase stories spilling over dinner. Rural school. Principal teary, you get it. My press buzzed. Memoir launch tour. Hoop hearts climbing charts. Panels packed with shared scars. One NYC night. Post-reading. Agent gushed. Pulitzer whispers. Home call. Jordan's voice anchor. Fly high love. We're grounded. But altitude tests. Fall's frenzy. Mia's senior year sprint. Essays angst-ridden. Jordan editing late. She's got your words. I tease. Elias jamming air guitar nearby. Your grit. Counter. Tension threaded October. National wave. SCOTUS whispers on rights rollback. Protests pulsing cities. Local echo. School levy fight. Foes framing woke waste. Jordan testified City Hall. Voice steady. Education's not luxury, it's a lifeline. Claps sparse, but coverage sparked donations. Home. Elias asked, will they cut music? No, bud. We amplify. November's chill. Election again. Stakes sky. Family watch party. Popcorn politics. Mia's vote first time proud. Wins narrow. Relief ragged. December's depth. Lights tour neighborhood. Carols crooned off-key. Jordan's reading. Bookstore sold out. Elias intro. My mom's words heal. New Year's Eve gala. Black tie fundraiser. Her gown emerald. My tux fitted. Dance floor sway. Still turn me. Always spin. Winter's weave. Ski trip whistler. Slope shred. Lodge fireside flirt. Spring spark. Mia accepted RSD. Art her arrow. Tearful toast. Chase dreams, like we chased each other. Summer send-off. Cross-country college drop. Dorms unpack. Hugs wrench. Drive back quiet. Empty nest echo. Jordan's hand thigh. Birds fly. We built wings. Falls fold. Empty rooms echo. Elias high school freshman. Braces gleam. Crushes cryptic. We reclaim. Date nights decadent. Kitchen dances dawn. Yet void aches. October empty. Jordan confides. Miss her chaos. Me too. Volunteer surge. mentor program, Mia's Alma. Crisis coils November. Elias outed accidental. Friend's parent overhears locker talk. Rumors ripple school. Home meltdown. They called me confused. Jordan's hug fortress. You're clear. Proud. We convene counselor, ally's arm. Pride assembly. Elias's poem. Voice quavered a strong. Labels lie. Love labels true. Stands ovate. Bully backpedals. December's dawn. Family video call Mia. Dorm decor queer flag bold. Love you all. Winter's warmth. Cabin redux. Elias's first ski solo. Whoops wild. New Year's. Just us. Champagne courtside. Ball drop kiss. Resolutions renew. Nest refill. Foster certs pursued. Spring surprise. Match. Teen girl. Riley. Wary eyes. Trial visits tentative. Trust threads weave. Summer simmer. Riley integrates slow. Mia big sis role model. Elias buddy pranks. Falls flourish. Riley's quince hybrid. Hoop tournament. Dress twirl. Vows exchanged family style. Chosen kin. Yet ripples. Riley's biomom relapse. Custody scare. Court days drain. Jordan testifies tender. She's home. Ruling holds. Relief flood. November gratitude. Table 13 strong. Story stack. Thanksgiving fusion. Posal foe. Laughs lair. December's dream. Lights expanded. Riley's ornament hand-painted. New Year's bash. Foster's flock. Confetti family. Resolutions root. Legacy letters. Annual hoops tourney. Spring's bloom. Riley's art show. Workshop spawn. Walls whisper worth. Jordan's TEDx. From fence to family. Love's long game. Viral views. Invites influx. Summer saga. Alaska cruise. Glaciers calve. Kids, all four, awestruck. False fire. Elias's band gig. Guitar shreds. Crowd moshes. Mia's grad visit. Degree framed. To the hoop that started it. Winter's hush. Foster permanent. Riley hours. Years yield youth. Mia 25. Graphic designer NYC. Visits Spark collabs. Elias 19. College scout basketball. Scout swoon. Riley 17. Debate dynamo. Jordan's echo. My series sequels. Screen adapt whispers. Jordan retires partial. Consult queen. Nights. Expanded porch. Swing sags full. Her lean eternal. That smile. Still secret weapon. Heart's MVP. I reply, kiss cascades. Riley's debate nationals win flashed on phone alerts. Her victory yell tinny, but triumphant. At 41, Jordan and I orchestrated from afar now. Mia freelancing coasts. Elias dorm-bound athlete. Riley's senior scholar. Elias's shadow sibling. The bungalow, evolved to forever home, hummed hybrid. Grandkids' toys tucked. Our routines refined. Morning yoga tandem. Evening reads aloud. Jordan's consultancy soared. Keynotes global. Virtual from home office. Changing climates. She'd quip. Post-Zoom glow. My adaptation greenlit. Hoop Hearts series pilot. Set our suburb. Casting calls buzz. Authentic, queer leads. False fanfare. Premiere party backyard. Hoop screen backdrop. Kids scattered. Stream in. Cheers sync with plot twists. Yet seasons shift sly. October's chill. Jordan's doc visit. Routine turns monitor. Shadow gallstone. Precaution, she waves. Worry worms. I hover. Smoothies blended. Walks paced. I'm fine. Laugh light. November's nudge. Biopsy booked. Waits heavy. Elias flies home mid-semester. Mom needs backup. Family huddle. Video weave. Mia's kick-ass. Riley's research printouts. Results ring clear, benign. Relief roars, but fragility flags. Life's hoop, Mrs. Teach. Jordan toasts recovery tea. December's depth. Lights therapeutic, therapy 2, couples check. Vulnerable velocity. New Year's Eve intimate. Starlit soak, resolutions whispered, savor shots. Winter's warmth. Jordan's sabbatical, travel light, us to Mexico. Beaches balm, tacos, tearful joy. Spring spark. Pilot airs. Ratings rocket, reviews rave, real romance. Fan mail floods. Saw myself. Summer spotlight. Con circuit, panels paired. Us on love on screen. Q&A queer joy. Secret? Start with hoops. Falls flourish. Elias Pro tryout. Draft whisper, pride punches. Mia's engagement. NYC wedding plan. Us, maid of honor duo. Yet underbelly. Riley's romance rocky. GF's family frosty. Home crash. Why hate us? Jordan's hearth. Hates their hollow. You're whole. Counsel. Coffee dates. Breakup brews brave. November gratitude. Virtual table. Toasts tech-tethered. Thanksgiving hybrid. Mia's in-laws trial. Warmish welcome. December's dream. Light's legacy. Grandkid onesies hint. New Year's global. Tokyo fam jam. Cherry whispers. Resolutions renew. Presence practices. Annual audibles. Spring surprise. Jordan's memoir offer. Principles playbook. Equity in action. Co-write tempts. Our voices verse. Summer saga. Wedding whirlwind. Mia vows. Us teary aisle walk. Fall's fire. Riley's Yale accept. Celebration court. Shots swish symbolic. Elias's draft day. Second round. Jersey donned home huddle. Winter's hush. Grandbaby bump. Mia's joy shared. Year's yield. Mia 30. Mom to Sophia. Chubby cheeks. Our Zoom coups. Elias 24. League rookie. Highlights hoop shared. Riley 22. Law-bound. Activist arc. Jordan 60. No, wait. Timelines 45 now. Silver threads grace. My series seasons 3. Emmy's etch. Nights, nest quieted, swing solo sometimes. Her book beside, smile memory. One eve, porch pour. That neighbor, fate's fast break. Love's league champion. I affirm, handhold holds. But epilogues evolve. Jordan's doc again. Early. Whispers cancer catch. Stage 1, treatable. Storm brews but we brace. Trials, tangos through chemo curls lost. Kids rally, flights frequent, fort rebuilt. Remission ring spring, bald beauty, bandana bold. Summer strength, family retreat, lake lazy, laughs loudest medicine. Fall's flourish, Jordan's book launch, packed house, her voice velvet, love outlasts. Winter's win, clear scans, celebration solstice, fire fierce. New Year's, full circle, court confetti, generations gathered. Resolutions ripple, legacy lives. Decades dawn, grandkids dribble, Sophia 5, hoop hide her hero. Elias coaches, Riley litigates rights. Mia illustrates heirs. Jordan, 70? Timelines tease, but timeless. My final frame. Sunset shoot. Ball arcs alone. She joins rebound ready. Still game? Forever play. Kiss Creek's gate echo. Smile seals saga.